where he's supposed to be fucking gay and shit, you know,
Oh, I don't know
and
about
all
that
that
one.
bullshit. I'm like stick to the same story. Don't quit changing shit. You know, it. I don't know. They're real good for that one. You know, and got people believing that's the actual version of Superman, and it's not. You know, like oh, LGTB love this shit. I think we're gonna just change it and make them gay and get them on our side, and maybe we'll get more fans, even though they may be gay fans. But let's just change the Superman story for about a month and see how it goes. And that's what happened. And it lasts no more than a month. And they quickly changed that, you know. So,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
yeah, I did see that.
so at the same time, that's just fucking idiotic to do. Honestly, that's a waste of material and waste of fucking money. You know,
Waste of material.
and it didn't make diddly squat at all, period. So it's like if they did that for a reason to draw
I think they did
attention
the
to
same thing with the
people,
Joker.
you said what?
I think they did the same thing with the Joker.
Yeah, they did. Stupid. Like I said, once again, don't ever do that again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
fuck, they made Harley Quinn go both ways.
You said who?
that's Harley
Harley
Quinn though.
Quinn.
First she always did.
That's different. You know what I mean? Go
She always
both
did
ways.
anyways.
Yeah, so it wouldn't make no difference on who was the writer for that one. You know, so either way it goes, uh, I don't know. That's the least important to me, honestly. I mean, she's a big character, but that's the least important of what's going on with her and shit. Like Marvel, they got different writers on there. You know, like Jonathan Hickman. I like him. You know what I'm saying? But then when I don't see his name anymore, and I know that somebody else is doing the writing, I'm like, oh shit. I mean, I don't know how this story is going to be if he's not doing it. But then you got some of the writers switching off. They leave and go to DC. Some will leave and go to Marvel. You know, and some don't actually don't do too bad at all. Period. There was one writer that left from Marvel and went to DC, and he actually did. What story was that he did? And it actually wasn't bad. Um, Gosh, I can't think of the name of the story. I think he did this like a couple years ago, a few years ago, whatever. And it turned out decent. I just can't remember which comic that was that he did for DC because I know that he has said something about that when things started going a little down, spiral down from Marvel. He wanted to switch, and he got an offer from DC or whatever. He left to go to DC. I think it was around the time when Stan Lee died, and
Mm.
you know, a lot of things. Just be honest about it. A lot of things changed when he passed away, and you know, he was like a main factor of art and writing with the Marvel comics and all that kind of stuff. And you know, some of it has been decent since he's been gone, but a lot of it, you know, that you can tell when Stan Lee was live how things were.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, especially the movies too. You know, I don't care.
Hmm.
I don't care about the Russo brothers do a good job too. Don't get me wrong, but Stan Lee played a big part. And I'm not talking about him just making an appearance. He also directed and a lot of stuff in that stuff movies too. So I think that him, you know, not being in that role no more actually changed a lot.
Yeah. Dude, Stanley, man, movies slapping back to back. And once he passed, they started changing everything.
I wonder who the rights to his stuff. Like, does his kids get his things or whatever? Or I wonder how that's going on right now with that.
Supposedly at one
That
point his
Disney.
daughter took over on doing the comics and all that.
Which means ain't gonna nothing gonna happen now.
Supposedly what I heard, one of his daughters took over the business.
Once again, which means nothing ain't gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
Which means she only thing she's probably gonna do is live off his money. That's all I hate to say about that. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's just feeling that way for somebody who don't know nothing about comics or anything in nature. Most 9 out of 10 out of time, 9 out of 10, they're gonna live off their wealth. Disney ain't gonna do nothing with that
They're
either.
just working off of Marvel.
Yeah, that's about it. But trust me, if Stanley played a major role on that, I don't think it would have got that far, even within Disney. But
Yeah, Disney, doing what they do, just like they did with Star Wars.
some of the stuff on Star Wars has been okay, but ain't like Star Wars ain't like what it used to be. But depending on what it is, it's almost like they just getting once they bored with it. It's almost like the fact where that they just
Um,
gave up
I,
on it.
yeah, they don't. stuff like Acolyte. I mean,
That actually wasn't bad. I actually liked it. It actually was decent. Actually, I hope that they'll make a new season of it, but I actually like the Acolytes. You didn't even give it a
that's why
chance.
I'm not giving it a chance.
Yeah,
After what I see and stuff going on
and
today,
you know what? I said the same thing until I
they got
watched
different
it,
Squid Games on
and I
there.
was like, oh, I was wrong. This is actually not bad. Yeah, you don't know until you give it a chance and watch it.
The last one I enjoyed was Obi-Wan.
Once again, if you liked Obi-Wan, you will like the Acolytes too. All the Acolytes played a part of all the Star Wars shit that's going on. That's why I said you don't give it a chance. Even the episode movies, it plays a part in that too. Even the original Star Wars. Trust me, you would like it. I said the same thing. I was like, nah,
Tuning in.
it ain't gonna be nothing or whatever until I actually sit down and pay attention and watched it. It was actually pretty decent. Now, if it was a other Star Wars TV show, I can't think of the name of it. Um, I think the one that came out before Acolytes, or it came out around the same time. I can't think of the name of it. That one, I didn't even give a chance to watch. I watched clips of it on YouTube. I was like, yeah, this ain't even worth it. It's like something that they just made up or whatever. I can't think of the name of it for nothing. But yeah. Then I could consider that one. Yeah, you're right about that. But this one, the Acolytes, you're totally wrong about that one.
I have to be with Chris on this one. That's my Acolyte.
You gonna give it to Chris. Chris don't even watch nothing with Star Wars and shit.
I have to be with him on this one. I know he would say the same thing.
Chris is scared. That's why he says that. He's
No, I
scared to
just don't
watch
like
it.
Star Wars.
Is it a safety thing or something? Like you're
No,
afraid that something happened to you with a lightsaber?
no. I just don't think it's that good of a series or a movie.
How will you know? You don't even give it a chance.
I tried to watch Star Wars when I was a kid, couldn't get into it. So I was like, nope, I'm not gonna
But
try watching it
that's
now.
that's a kid versus an adult right now. When you're a kid, you're not really paying like you're paying attention to stuff, but you're really not. You know what I mean? How you watch stuff as a kid, but you're paying attention, but you don't fully grasp it or understand. But when you become an adult or a little bit older, you're like, how did I not pay attention to this? Now I actually understand about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Or who is who and what is what and stuff or whatever. But I don't know which one that you watched as a kid, but sometimes I know your
Uh,
attention span is different too. Like you'll watch stuff, but you're not really paying attention to certain things unless it's fighting and stuff going on.
I think the one I was watching, even though I tried as an adult, was The Empire Strikes Back, and I couldn't get in that either.
What?
You started in Empire Strike Back, but you didn't start on the Star Wars before that.
Well, I watched the first one when I was a kid, was bored as fuck of it. Then I just caught stuff that popped up on work, and I was like, nah, it's still boring as fuck.
I hate to ask again.
Mm,
Still bored me.
don't let George Lucas hear you say that.
I don't care if he did or
Shit, he don't
not.
even care about Star Wars no more
You
either.
should care. Do you know who George Lucas is? You know what he'll do to you if you heard that.
You know, and I
Say
can
too
tell you, you
much.
can go suck my dick too at the same time.
You will like that,
Oh,
huh? Yeah, you told on yourself.
you can't say that nowadays, Chris.
You didn't even say pause or nothing. You just,
I don't care what anybody wants to say on that. You know, I'll
you,
throw it straight
Yo,
to his face.
but you,
That's what I want.
but you didn't even say pause or
Chris,
nothing, Chris. You serious too?
pause.
You serious? He's
I would.
serious.
No homo something.
I see. You hear that, Dante? He said he been to it,
I would tell him exactly that.
and he said he like it too. That's what you'll say. That's crazy,
Well,
Chris. I didn't know you swung that way,
I don't care who that guy is. I'll tell him the exact same thing. I'll tell him his TV shows and movies suck.
dude. I didn't know
Say
you
you
swung
know
that way,
what?
Chris. Hey, Chris, next time if you don't come out the closet, ease out the closet, man. Don't jump out the closet
Hey,
and
I
say
like
this
women
is who I
too.
am. You like women too. Oh
I
man.
like women.
No, you didn't say you like women too.
No, I ain't gay by any fucking means, but you know what? I don't care who the guy is. I'll tell him straight
Yo,
up what it is.
No, that's not what you said. Oh man. Chris, I gotta watch you now, man. That's a little suspect, man. Not be not even a little suspect. That is suspect. That's crazy.
say no, care who the guy is.
Oh man. He
If
straight.
I think your show sucks, I'm gonna straight tell you. I don't care if you got money or you have that high power. It don't fucking bug me any.
Nah, man.
A
That what
little
you
bit of
say.
pause in that sentence.
That one a
Just
little bit in
kept going.
pause. He ain't pause for nothing. Golly. He was like, I'm coming
His
out.
movies are terrible. I'm sorry. Star Wars was one of the worst movies he's made. They shouldn't be even a movie.
That's all he's made.
That's crazy.
But at
Yeah,
the same
he should be
time,
making movies.
but at the, nah, man, that's not. We don't even get off of the movies. We far in the movies part. We're talking about what you wanted him to do to you. You didn't even say no Diddy. You didn't say nothing. No Meek Mill, no nothing. You just came out. Man, Slurpatronics it is, I guess.
Yeah.
Man, you better be careful, Chris. You don't know if he gonna bite on it or nothing, dude. Hope you are trolling, all right. You're trolling, Chris. Please tell me you're trolling.
I am.
No, don't change it now. Don't change it
I
now.
am.
Don't change it now. Quick calls you out on it.
Do I believe his movies suck? Yes, they are terrible. But same time, I know what I
Say,
like and I stick with what I like. I like women. That's what I prefer.
how you gonna say you like women, but you want him to suck your dingaling, man? That's that's
That's kind of
not
unfair to speak
that's not
there.
what you said, man.
No, if he has that major power, it's like, am I supposed to be afraid of him because I tell him his movies fucking suck?
But what I talk about this movie part, we're talking about what you said that he could do to you, and you not actually gonna enjoy it, and you said yeah, and then that's- oh man, my chest hurting. I can't breathe. Oh,
So I don't
golly,
care who his
Chris.
man is.
Yeah, you did. He did say that too. He said he don't care who that. He said he gonna get it too. That's wild, Chris. That's scary too. That's scary at the same time, man. Oh, dude, Chris, man. Oh man, that's the laugh of the night,
Yeah.
man. Chris, I mean, he's serious too, man. He ain't playing around. Chris said, "Fuck it." He said, "I ain't playing around today." He said George Lucas gonna learn today.
Chris, you know how old George Lucas is?
He don't care. He just told you that he don't care.
I don't give two fucks about the dude.
Yeah, he said. You hear what you said? He said he don't care how old he is. Look what he's gonna do. He just said that.
No, his movies are garbage, and he probably shouldn't be directing movies.
Oh, Chris, man, that's some scary shit. That really is. Oh shit,
Movies ain't his forte, and he shouldn't be doing it.
man,
His movies are
man.
garbage.
Chris.
I don't get you for that one, Chris.
He ain't worried about what he gonna get. Shit, Chris worried about what's gonna happen to him. Chris
I'm just
said,
saying, if you're gonna make a movie, make it good. Don't make garbage.
Chris said George Lucas gonna get it
So
tonight.
you gonna make a better movie, Chris?
I'm not saying I can direct a movie, but don't do something that's fucking boring and drag it out.
Hate to ask it.
I already know if a movie's gonna suck, I ain't gonna make more movies to it. That's what he did. He had a turd he was trying to turn into a better turd. There's nothing good about it.
Mm-mm. You lying, Chris? Why you lying to yourself?
Yeah, I know, right?
Star Wars was garbage.
You know, Star Wars and
Plus,
garbage.
I probably think Star Trek's probably better than Star Wars.
That's a whole lie right there.
That's crazy.
You know, that's a whole lie.
Yeah.
I don't even like Star Trek, but if I had to
Force
pick
yourself to
between
say
the two, I
that
think
one.
I'd probably take Star Trek.
That's a whole lie right there. If you saying that one,
Force yourself to say that.
man, Chris.